Welcome to the segment with Mr. Exister. I'm existing just like you. I was just out here thinking to myself, and it was an interesting thought. What if God wasn't God like we thought? What if God was like within us, an energy, and there was no words? It was an energy of knowing. You know what I mean? Like, the English language is so... It's not an intellectual thing. It takes too long. It's not a sophisticated way of communication. I think that energy and spirituality and like being an empath, I can feel people's energy. Like when their whole energy changes, mood changes, instantly can notice that. And the point is that take that, times it by a bajillion, and anyway, different. It's an interesting topic for me, right? I love ethereal shit. It's awesome. I love movies to deal with ethereal things. God, angel movies. Lucifer was a good one, even though it was kind of, drinking, whoring, and bad picture of LA. Well, probably a accurate depiction, but you get what I mean. Anyways, little thought I just had, and I thought it was an interesting thing. See, this is what I need. I need like a YouTube, but I need my audience like to have a little TV, like a little cutout of a guy, a TV, and then we just cycle through subscribers and they could talk back to me. Because right now I'm just some idiot talking to myself on a phone. I need the feedback. I do really well, I've noticed, with feedback, like brainstorming in a group of one or more people. I just do something about the camaraderie of, here's an idea, what do you think, what do they say, boom, something they say sparks an idea, and you start talking faster and faster. That's one thing I'm trying to do, is slow down how I speak, just from the standpoint of, people aren't going to understand because everyone processes information differently, but also it's hard to understand anyone that's talking like they're on crystal meth, right? Hey, how's it going today, guys? What are you guys up to? I love you. Holy shit, calm down, bubba. What happens, though, is my brain, in a very short time span, like 10 seconds, I could think of 2 to 3 solid good ideas. And that's the issue, is then it's a blessing and a curse, right? But I can look at something, analyze it, and that's why I'm good at first-person shooter games. I'm very good at them because I can analyze it, the situation, think about my teammates, think about where the enemies are strategically placed, and what, if we went this way, what would happen? If we went this way, what would happen? All based on where the enemy, all these different things, all at one time, computing that. Anyways, the point is that do that times a million different scenarios, and what do you get? You get a guy that has to keep up with his brain, with his mouth, and so he talks really fast. AI is the way of the future. The great thing about it is it'll instantly compute, do amazing things as it evolves. It's very infantile right now, but the bad thing is human connectivity, which I value a lot. Right? Connecting with people. Imagine being here, and there wasn't 7 billion people. It's just you. What would you do? Think about it. Just you, and no people. Well, now that begs the question, is that why we're here, right? To connect with people, be good to one another, and show people how to, I don't know, ... fill in the blank, right? How to love, how to accept love, how to, all this crap, right? See, I need my YouTube. Who's the next audience member? I need to talk to you stat. I need to have your input. I need it here. Consistency every day, getting better, improving. That's how you can change who you are. If you don't like, that's what I've done, is I've analyzed certain things, and I'm far, it's a never-ending journey. But I used to be a very pissed off kid. I hated the world. I was so good at baseball. If I ever struck out, I would throw my helmet, say fuck, and I was a tiny kid swearing. I mean, it didn't happen often, really, ever, but I remember a few times where I chucked my helmet at the fence because I did strike out, and I'm talking I would go the whole baseball season without striking out at all. So anyway, the point is that I hated the world. I was always angry, amongst some other childhood traumas like everyone has. But the point is that I find it very interesting that you can come from a certain place and then you can change it as long as you're self-aware. And then from being self-aware, when it comes up in your life, you say, oh, okay, realize, accept that you just did that. Tell your brain, just reprogram, right? So tell your brain, okay, hey, be conscious of that. Don't do that again. Or let's do this better. Let's do this differently, right? And here's how. And you just kind of reprogram your brain and teach your brain. Anyhow, the point is that getting to the next level, the next chapter of life. But it's interesting because freedom is not freedom. And let me explain. You can do anything you want in the world. There's so many options. The point is that, yes, you have 100% freedom. But with that, there's so many options to choose from. What do you do first? What do you do next, right? So that's an interesting place to be at in life. And it makes you take a step back and think. You watch everyone else around you. You're like, dude, these people are in a rat race. They're going to work. They go home. They don't like their work. They're not passionate about it. They literally do it to get this dollar that's being inflated to an insane degree that now it just becomes you're trading your time for this dollar that's digressing by 20+%. Anyways, that's a whole nother conversation. The point in all this is we're all on an adventure, and I'm going on this journey of figuring out what I should really truly do. And I know for a fact I'm going to be able to help a lot of people in the world. I'm just trying to make sure that I help them in something that I'm also passionate about, because I've helped thousands of business owners do their marketing, website, SEO, how to grow your business. And business is done in phases. So it's literally like, if you're just I just started, I have no capital, nothing. You're cold calling in the room. Hey, Mr. Sir, this is what I got for you. How does this sound? And you suck and you get better and better. Anyway, but then on phase 6, when you have finally 5 people, 6 people, 20 people, you start to grow. The point is that marketing and strategy is all very similar, but it all goes to where your phase is at in the business in tandem with what is your niche. Are you a product-based business? That's a total different niche than a service, a software-based business, SaaS software. Anyhow, the point is, there's a lot of points here, and this is where having a conversation instead of talking to a flashlight would be better. But these are things I think about, because it's not about any of that. That is the journey that is sculpted. For me, this is my journey. This is the journey that's sculpting me to really, it's the trial getting ready for the big game. You got a doubleheader baseball this weekend, but it's not this weekend. It's how many years from now, right? Anyhow, and you're preparing and being in the rat race, to bring this full circle back home. Being in the rat race, 9-to-5 job that you don't like, all these things, and you're not living a life that you truly want, which is kind of where I'm at. I'm very grateful for a lot of things, but I know I can do more and give so much more value because I have a lot of knowledge in my brain. I just want to make sure I'm doing the right thing in the sense of my passion, because if you don't like it, to kind of bring it back on that, the CEO thing, a business owner, you analyze their business, you go do the research on their website, the numbers, you have all the data in front of you, the exact keywords, the competitors' keywords, how much volume, how much traffic is going to their business via these keywords that are all strategic. Anyway, see, this is the point. It's like you get very deep with it, but the point in this all is that the journey that people don't seem to understand isn't this the journey about who we are, self-growth, and discovering that, but also, in addition, the most important piece is going after whoever the hell you want to be. Because wouldn't it be the most regret in the whole frickin' world is if you were 80 and you look back and you're like, God damn it, I have a nice retirement, whatever, blah, 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 but I had to work for 40 years for some shit job that just every week, then you look back and think about this, the big picture. If you don't like your job and you do it for 20, 30, 40 years, and then you go to look back, guess what? You're going to be like, well, maybe I'm happy now at 80, but now you're old and decrepit and whatever, right? You need to enjoy the goddamn journey. That's the most important part, is enjoying the journey, which is the now. And I'm telling myself this, I'm telling you guys this. I'm just like, again, my YouTube channel is like currently, some videos are a video memoir for me to just remember shit. I think it'd be cool to look back when I am 60 and be like, dude, remember when I was that shitty at just like in Las Vegas? You know what I mean? Like, where are you going to be in 30 years? Where are you going to be in 50 years? Like, probably dead, but you know what I mean? Let's keep this not morbid. You understand what I mean, though. It's a journey. And I think, one part of the journey that might be interesting, see, is where I need a talking head again. Building a community of like-minded people who want to be, already are authentic. That's the baseline. You have to be authentic, genuine, whatever. Because if you're not, you're just gonna, you steal $1, you're willing to, steal 10,000, right? That's what I noticed, is I got screwed over in my first business when I was 19. I made a marketing company, sold all these clients, and then my nice LDS business partner embezzled all the money and everything. And the crazy part about that is I just wanted to know why. And I wanted to know, was it something I did? Could I have done something? Is it in my control? And the answer was no. He maliciously did it. When I was gone for a weekend, he stole all the shit out of the office, all my stuff, and took all the money out of the bank account, the business bank account, which is embezzlement. You can't do that. Anyhow, that's where I have to believe. Everything happens for a reason, even if I don't believe it or see it right now. I mean, that happened like 8 years ago or whatever the hell, but even if I don't believe it or see it right in front of me, life so far has shown me, or I choose, again, perspective, right? I choose to believe that it's happening for me because A, that's what I want, and B, I've had experiences where this is exactly similar thing. It's like, oh crap, I feel like crap because this situation, or a girlfriend, right? You have a relationship, you're like, oh, I don't know, should we break up, not, whatever, right? And you do, and you all feel sad, and oh, we broke up, right? But all the time I have to remember that everything happens for a reason, because if it didn't, for me, what would be the point, right? So we stay positive, everything happens for a reason, and it's a journey. Even I've been just lazy, chilling, playing games, video games, but because I love games, man. You get immersed, and I'm so good at them. That's the thing, is when you're really good at these games, and you just like, when you do things that, like today, so there's 3 people on this Apex Legends, me, 2 teammates. That's what you're usually fighting, is a team of 3, right? So we were just destroying this team, and I was sniping with a longbow, is what it's called. And I was sniping, and this guy was running whatever. His name is Octane, and he was running. And he entered this door, and we beamed him. He was like 1 shot, and I was like, no, come on, guys. And we were like 200 meters away, pretty far. And I was like thinking in my head before, I was like, wouldn't it be amazing if this little crack in this window, there's like slits in this window, and I was like, wouldn't it be amazing? He goes in, and I have these tiny little slits, and I know by what he's doing, I'm thinking ahead, right? He's gonna go through the door and probably just zoom and try to like leave, because he's Octane, he's gonna be really fast. And anyway, so he goes, and I was thinking, wouldn't it be so amazing if I just like shot right through this window slit, this tiny little slit, and it hit him, and I just was like, okay, go now, bam, and I shot, like I envisioned him, okay, going here, he's disappeared here, and I just kept imagining he was going, and right here I shot him, anyway, and I killed him, and even I was amazed. I was like, did you guys see that? I shot him through that tiny window slit as he was running. Even my teammate was like, what the, you got him? It was crazy. Anyway, those types of things are fun, but the point is that A, it's not really that productive. B, this game gives me hemorrhoids because EA doesn't, the server, the connectivity, I lag all the time, man. I'm lagging out here. I'm lagging. I'm dead. It's hard to play a game competitively at the highest tier of that the game has to offer in the world, and then you're just like, hold on, guys, I know they're the best people in the world, but I'm lagging. Hold on, let me contact EA. Yeah, I'm lagging. You guys, I know you made $1 billion, but you don't really care anymore. I understand, but I'm still lagging. I will say is I did get this thing on my phone. That's what I'm looking at. Is it's like a Japanese technology is what it says on it. Your phone emits a lot of frequencies that are not good for your body, right? That's why all these people are like, don't sleep with your phone on your bed next to you, all this stuff, right? It's got to be like, I don't know, 3 or probably 6 feet away, like probably the further the better, right? But I got this thing that goes over like the majority of my phone, and it actually stops all of those frequencies. So I still don't sleep with my phone next to me, but I think it's probably couldn't hurt, right? Positivity makes you feel better, makes the other person feel better. So go be positive to someone. Oh, speaking of, I just thought about this. Oh man, talking to strangers changes your freaking life. I'm telling you, these experiences, I go and I say very little. I just go with a positive mentality and an open mind to someone. Like Paul today, I saw the security guard. I was riding by on my board, saw the security guard in front of this Wine Spirits, the giant place, and I was like, hey man, what is this place? Do you buy alcohol here? Or it's so big, they got to manufacture and store it and all that crap here, right? And he just told me, no, blah, 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 all this stuff. But this is what's crazy is he went into his whole, I know him now. We know him. We know Paul. What's up, Paul? We know you now, man. He's from Orange County. Anyway, he has a cool life from what we heard. I talked to him for like 40 minutes. But that's the point is just... I didn't ask him any of these questions. Hey, tell me about your wife or these friends. And you wow, Bruce Springsteen, you used to park his car in valet, like in California? Like, what? Anyway, the point is that talking to strangers could really change your life. And he wants to. It's just, we're all connected, right? He wants to create a cool flip-flop company, whatever it may be. It's like a clothing apparel company. But the point is that he has a passion. What if I help him in the future? Anyway, talking to strangers can literally change your life, and that's what I love about it. That's what I should do, is just freaking go around recording me talking to strangers, because it's inspiring, and you really connect with people. If you are just okay, all you have to do is go up to someone with the intent of not taking, but just being genuine and nice. And how are you? What are you up to? Where are you from? Getting to know them on a genuine level. And then, you have your times. Like after you talk to someone for an hour now too, and whatever, like you do get, there's energy being taken from you. Even talking to Paul after an hour, you're just like, okay, great. I've been sitting on my board stationary for an hour. I'm starting to get a little tired sitting here. Anyway, the point is that everything in life is a balance, right? But talking to strangers will change your bloody fucking life, huh? Anyway. These are kind of some of my thoughts, so now you know. If you didn't know, now you know, Have a really, really great day.